Hi children, welcome back to that is your channel Physics by Imagination. Dear students, in the previous class we had understood about that is life process, and today's class we are going to understand about control and coordination. The children, from this we can expect minimum 2 to 3 marks. Okay, and also in life process 2 to 3 MCQs. Totally 2 chapters will cover 6 marks, 6 to 7 MCQs you can find. So without wasting time, introduction part, control and coordination. It is nothing but the process of respond and react to the stimuli of light, heat, cold things, etc., etc. That is called control and coordination. So if I incident light on you, what you are going to do? You are going to blink your eyes. So why do you blink? There is a process that is called stimuli and response. What is stimuli? This is the thing which bring the reactions. There is a change in the environment. Now normal light means we can see the things. When suddenly if I incident light on you, you are going to close your eyes. That is response. Light is a stimuli. Change in the light and that is falling on your eyes is stimuli. Your blinking eyes and closing eyes, response. This is called stimuli to response. Stimuli is a source, effect is a response. The children, control coordination in animals. It is due to, there are 2 reasons. One is nervous system. Second one is endocrinic system. What is nervous system? I am speaking, walking, thinking, each and every function of the body which controls by, that is nervous system. Second one is endocrinic system. So endocrinic means what, children? The meaning of endocrinic means like glands, hormones which perform the control and coordinations in our body. That is called endocrinic system, which includes glands, hormones, okay, and chemical reactions. That is endocrinic system. Now let us understand, dear students, about nervous system. Dear children, nervous system. So this nervous system is due to presence of 2 important things. One is brain. Second one is spinal cord. It's like a tower. So now here, what is the function of nervous system? The first point is that which gives the information from the environment. Now in the summer we feel hot. In the winter we feel cool. So that feeling which has come because of nervous system. Second point, the information which gets from the body. Example, when you touch the iron rod, it is going to be pain. Why do you get pain? That is on account of nervous system. And also, according to glands and muscles, some actions will take place in our body. That is also due to an account of nervous system. Okay, so then in nervous system, how do these things will take place? This takes place due to receptors. What is that, students? Receptors. So what are receptors? Dear students, receptors means what? You see the word receiving the information. The children, receptors are nothing but they are sensory organs like ear, nose, eyes, okay, gastric glands, tongue. That is called receptors. Let us understand one by one. So first one, skin. When you touch the ice creams, cool. That feeling is due to skin. So ear. So when you hear the noise sound, you are going to close the ears. When you hear the pleasant sound, you are going to listen and enjoy the music. That is due to ear. This is sound absorption. This is feeling. So third one, that is nose. Children, Nose means what? Smelling. The sensation of smell which is by nose. Next, that is olfactory. So olfactory means what, children? It is also like nose. Okay, olfactory is nothing but nose, remember. So this is, I'll take third one. Fourth one is eye. When incident light on your eyes, you are going to blink your eyes. That is perception of light. Perception of light by eye. Last but least, that is gustatory organs. Children, what is gustatory means? Taste, sweet, salt. So about taste, which is by, that is gustatory glands. So this is all about receptors which are present in our body. After that, we are going to understand about, that is very important part in our brain, that is called neurons. Dear students, neurons are structural, functional unit of brain. Each and every part, our function is due to presence of brain. In the brain, there is the presence of special tissue that is called neuron. It consists of dendrites, nucleus, there is the presence of cytoplasma, cellipody, axons, okay, and synapse, we can call synapse. So how does it react? Let us understand very fast. The children, dendrites are going to gather the informations. If I touch like this, that is information will be gathered by, this is collection of information, that is dendrites. Okay, in our body nearly we have 1.3 to 1.4 million number of neurons. So many millions of neuron cells we can find. Trillion. Okay, now dendrites which has absorbed the information, which passes to the axons. Children's, what are axons? Axons are nothing but which takes the signals and converts into electrical signals. Okay, which converts normal signals into electrical impulses. Afterwards, which is connected to synapse. The synapse will take the electrical signals, again will convert into chemical signals that will send to the cell, cell will send to the brain, and we will get the information. This is about the structure and function of neuron. And here, what is synapse? Means there is a connection between one neuron to the another neuron from the dendrites. One neuron to the another neuron to the dendrites. That is called synapse. Means passing the electrical signals into chemical signals to the brain. Now, so this is all about neuron. We understood. So now we come to the point, very important point. If I touch hot objects, what is going to take place? Okay, what happens when I touch the hot things? Suddenly I am going to be remove the hand. Okay, why? How does it take place? Let us understand within 2 minutes. Now example, imagine this is the fire. I am going to touch, then suddenly I removed. So what happens, children? There is a presence of, that is receptors, sensory neurons. Here skin is the sensory neuron which takes the information, which passes to the, that is sensory neurons. Sensory neurons will take the signals that is connected to the spinal cord. From spinal cord to effectors. Effectors means they are motor neurons. Then finally that will send to the brain, and we feel the, and without our conscious, suddenly we are going to remove. And this action is called, children, that is reflex action. So what is reflex action? Very important. The immediate actions which controlled by our spinal cord but not brain. Okay, that is called reflex action. When you touch the hot objects, when you touch the cool objects, that is called reflex action. Okay, and reflex arc will come, children. Reflex arc means the path which followed by the electrical impulse which takes place in our body, that is called a reflex arc. This is the difference between reflex action and reflex arc. Now I come to the point, means that is receptors, sensory neuron cells, spinal cord, and motor neuron cells to the effectors. Finally we'll get the information, remember. After that we come to the point that is brain. Dear children, our brain is nearly 1350 grams. Usually male brain is larger than female brain. So it consists of three important parts: forebrain, hindbrain, and here we'll get midbrain. Midbrain. Children, I am not expert at diagram. I have drawn this rough diagram, just imagine. So now first we'll understand about brain is a complex things which cannot be defined in the single term. So brain does everything in our body. Okay, so first one is forebrain. So dear children, what is forebrain? So forebrain, it is a very specialized one and does complex things like reasoning, thinking, storing the information, and center associated to anger. Okay, so this is all on account of forebrain. So dear children, it is going to control voluntary actions. That is called what, ma? Voluntary actions. Voluntary. What is the meaning of voluntary actions? Very important in the exams. The actions which takes place in the body with our will, with our conscious, with our thinking, that is called voluntary actions. Example, if I want to write an exam, I'll think, yes, I want to write exam. If I ask a question to you, you are going to answer. That is due to voluntary action. Speaking, thinking, writing, pedaling, all comes under voluntary action, and this controlled by, that is forebrain. In the forebrain, that is a special part that is called cerebrum. Okay, so this is all voluntary actions which is controlled by our cerebrum. Okay, and forebrain means, remember children, that is voluntary actions. Okay, now this is about forebrain. So now I come to the point midbrain. So midbrain means what, children? It consists of two important things. That is, first one is hypothalamus. Hypothalamus. And second one is, that is pituitary gland. Dear student, what we'll do? The chemical coordination, secretion of chemicals and all, which is due to presence of hypothalamus. This is chemical coordination. You know, pituitary gland is called master of all the glands. Master of all the glands. So it is going to secrete hormones. This is all about forebrain and midbrain. So last but not least, hindbrain. The children, what is hindbrain? So this is going to take the involuntary actions and precision voluntary actions. So what are involuntary actions? Involuntary. Children, here involuntary means what? The actions which takes place in our body without our conscious. Example, when you run, are you going to tell to your heart, yes, I am running, increase the rate of heart beating? No. Breathing, blood pressure, vomiting, salivation, all these examples for involuntary actions. Okay, means without our conscious, the actions will be performed in our body are called. Dear children, again in brain we have three parts, that is cerebellum, medulla, pons. So what is cerebellum? This is going to control involuntary action like locomotory organs, movement of up, down of neck, and relaxation of this, and this is all due to, that is cerebellum. Means cerebrum controls voluntary actions, cerebellum controls involuntary actions. This is voluntary, this is involuntary. Next, medulla also involuntary actions like that is breathing, okay, heartbeat, salivation, vomiting, that all which controls by this is medulla oblongata. Next, pons. The children, pons are nothing but it's also perform involuntary actions, that is respiration. So this is all about brain.